So I do have the first player token, so I'm going to start us off in this game with my elves here. And I'm going to start by marching. March this. Surfing this archer here.
So go ahead and place a nomad real quick.
Oh yes, thank you so much.
Be the first nomad of the game.
Very cool. All right, I'm going to place the nomad in this mountain region.
All right.
I'm going to march 2 spaces, 1 space into this food here. I'm going to reveal fort.
A fort. That's pretty handy to have right outside your capital city.
It is. I like extra defense.
So the fort, if you control that region, the fort stays in play, and if you control that region, you get a bonus to your war power when defending in that region. So that's pretty cool. All right.
Okay. That was my first action.
Okay, so I'm also going to, I think, yeah, let's, as a matter of fact, I'm going to tax, and I'm going to take 3 ore. I'm going to boost my ore up to 5. Everybody starts with 2 of each resource.
Okay. All right. See, I'm going to...
Why don't you rotate the tax for me, if you would, please, since you're on that side of the board.
I'm actually going to choose to follow that tax.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 3 ore.
Great. Figured you would.
Thanks. Yep. Okay. All right. Now, I am going to recruit. I'm going to pay 2 food. I'm going to bring in prayer.
Okay. I'll follow that recruit. No, I'm not going to follow. Yes, I will. I'll follow the recruit. I'll pay 1 food and bring in 1 peon. All right, and then I will march. I'm going to march march 2 regions up to this plains region with a warrior and a peon. I found an ore.
Look at that. The dwarves find an ore.
Okay. Then I'm going to muster. Still have 1 more action, right?
Nope, I don't.
You don't. Okay, so then I'm going to muster march. And I'm going to take my dwarf. Go with the warrior, and I'm just going to move the warrior into the mountains nearby here. And I found an ore and a mana. All right, great. Okay, there we go. So that's end of the round.
Come on in.
Go ahead and bring in your reset your action bar. Collect resources per your region, and everybody gets a new spell. So here's a new spell for you to consider. For me,
keep this one. Seems good.
Okay, this card. All right, and then
you'll take the first player.
Yes, and a new nomad will come into play. So how the nomads work is whoever is the active player at the start of the round, they're going to have to place a nomad adjacent to an already existing nomad. Now, if there are no nomads, then you can place it in any region that you'd like. Nomads cause the region next to them to produce 1 fewer resource than what they normally would. If you destroy a nomad or go in and battle a nomad and beat them, then they're going to... You essentially capture them, and they go into your courtyard for the use of a follow action. After you take a follow action with them, they go back to the general supply, so they don't stay in your courtyard. And to beat a nomad, when you enter battle, there are no tactic cards played, but your war strength has to surpass their war strength, which is equal to the number of players or a number of other nomads that are on the board. You didn't place a. We missed a. You didn't take that, right? You didn't already flip a token there?
Nope.
Okay. Man, let's make sure that our swamp region has 2 there. Okay. Okay, cool. So for my nomad placement, I going to put him in the desert here. Okay. And then I will start us off. Which I'm going to take a recruit action, pay 3 food, and bring in 2 more peons.
Okay. Going to march. Going to march. We're going to start clearing out some of these nomads. So I'm going to march into this nomad with my 3 war strength.
Okay.
Take him out.
Okay. So you'll gain a VP.
I'll put my token here. Ah, portal.
A portal.
Into the desert.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you do that, he goes to your courtyard. You now have him for the follow action. Anybody can hear us and see everything okay? The stream quality is good and audio is good? Let us know in chat if it's not. All right. I'm going to also take a march action. Move 2 peons out to these plains.
I like getting your food going. Get your food on.
I found a mana.
That is quite a rich continent. Okay. Going to predicament. I'm going to build.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 3 ore. And I am going to build my Shadow Guild.
Very interesting. I will follow. And I will also build. Drop 3 ore. And I'm going to build my monastery.
Nice.
Okay. So that is the end of the round. Reset. In our resources, so for me, I'm going to gain 3 food from that region, 2 food from that region.
The elves are starving in the desert.
You're going to get the first player token now. We can each take a new spell. There's one for you to consider.
I'm going to place my Nomad too. I would place my Nomad here.
That placement.
Yeah.
Okay. Start us off, my friend.
Okay. Continue the march, guys. Let's just do it. Good to do. So, I'm going to take a march. I'm going to march up into here and clear this guy out with my 3 war strength and gain a VP.
Okay.
Flip over the token. Find, it's a very rich.
There you go.
And I'm going to use one of my newfound friends to muster march.
Very nice.
And I'm going to march my peon into the forest.
Okay.
And with my Shadows Guild, when I enter a forest region, I do gain a mana.
Okay.
I'll reveal the token. Oh, alright. So I got the Rogue. So I may pay an ore and look an opponent's spell, or choose to lose my unit. I'll pay that ore.
Alright.
Let's see what you got over there.
Yeah. Just
good.
what you were hoping.
Just what I wanted to see.
And now we can show just the whole world the spell that I have.
Yes, now that we know.
I have a fireball in hand. It's no longer a secret.
Nope. Go ahead and play that face up.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to...
World's your oyster over there.
Yes, I have a lot of good things here. I'm going to select a build action. I'm going to build my blacksmith. Alright, cost me 3 ore.
I'm going to follow that build. I'm going to spend 2 ore, and I'm going to construct a tower in this forest region here.
Nice.
Okay. Action. So, tax for 3 food.
Like that. I could follow that tax. But alas, I cannot. Okay. My level 1 blacksmith ability is my warriors gain +1 when battling in the mountains region. My level 1 monastery is that I get to build it 1 less. Actually, I have 1 more ore because that should have only cost me 2. 3. That's good to know.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm going to take a march action. I'm going to march this warrior into this mountain region.
Okay.
Bam! Combat has started. The dwarves are thirsty for blood. Are you going to cast any spells?
No, I'm not.
Well, I am. I'm just going to fireball your guy. So I'll spend my 4 mana, nuke your warrior, and I'll gain 2 VP for that. No tactic cards will be...
Alright. Going to... That's actually the end of the round.
Okay. And collect our resources.
And no ore because I was summarily...
I'll get 4. Full of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food. Bam! I gotta spend this food. Okay. I will take that.
Your spells?
Please. 1. Okay. And I will place a nomad. Go ahead and place this region. Okay. Actually, last collection, that nomad would have been considered adjacent to both of these regions. So I would have 1 less ore and 1 less food.
Cool.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to recruit, and I'm going to pay 3 food, 2 ore, and hire Tugsy Wararm, my cannoneer.
Alright.
So my level 1 ability with Tugsy is that I get a +1 if battling enemy vessels.
Going to fruit. I'm going to pay 3 food and get
I'm gonna march over my peon into the
march as well. I'm going to march 1, 2 into these planes. And more. I will muster cast. I'll cast my scavenge spell. So I'll pay 2 mana for that and gain a VP.
Okay.
And I get to collect 4 resources of my choice.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm going to take 1 food. I'm going to take 3, 4.
Okay. Okay, and that's the end of the round. So go ahead and reset the action bar, gain resources.
I will gain 1 less because of old McGee there.
Plus ore in the map. Yours.
Okay.
New spells.
Alright.
New spell for you.
Cool. I will get to place Nomad.
Starting to get strong.
R. There.
Okay.
Going recruit. And I'm going to spend 5 food. And I'm going to bring in my assassin. So my assassin at level 1, he gets +2 movement when alone. For a total of 6.
Which allows him to just wisp on. Okay. Recruit, and I can't call the recruit, but I'm going to just take a recruit action, which I will. I'm going to take a build action. Take a recruit. I'll spend 3 food, bring in 2 peons. Okay.
Like that. Right. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast teleport. A mana equal to the natural power of the units to move them. So I'm gonna spend 3 mana.
Okay.
And I will gain 2 VP. And I'm gonna teleport this 3 war strength worth of guys over into mountains.
Okay. Hey, a village.
Little village.
So if that stays in play, and if the village is controlled at the end of the game, then the player who controls it gets an additional 2 victory points. Anything in chat?
Nope, nothing in chat.
All right, so I'm going to build. I spend 3 ore. Did you give yourself that VP for dropping that tower?
I did not actually. Thank you so much.
And I'm going to drop a tower in these mountains, and I'll take a VP for it as well.
Okay. That's the last action for the round.
Yep. So everybody reset, gain your resources. So I'll gain 1 less in the mountains, gain 1 less in the forest. I'll just be getting 3 ore.
2 ore.
3 food.
I'm hungry.
And I will take the first player token. Get new spells. Thank you. Okay. And I will place a Nomad. Starting to gang up on us.
I know, I'm a little nervous.
Start trying to kill them if you will.
I'll do that.
Okay, so he's gonna go in the swamp. Alright. So it's gonna take me a minute to ramp up to do that, but I'm going to take a march action. I'm going to march old Tugsy into this region here.
Okay.
Because the tower is adjacent to my courtyard. Then, as I promised, dogpile on me now. I'm going to muster march Tugsy and the peon into this region, and that gives me, I have a war strength of 5 coming in, so I beat their 4. I go up a VP, and I found an ore and a food.
Look at that.
Captured a Nomad.
To build. I'm going to pay. I'm going to tax, and I'm going to take myself 4 food.
Right. Ooh. Let's see. Maybe I can. I'm going to follow the tax with my Nomad.
Okay.
And I will take 3 mana.
All right.
Nomad will go back to the general supply. Okay. Except for he's consumed that action, so I just keep him on to make sure that that'll happen. Okay, so let's. I'm going to build, and I'll pay 3 ore. I'm going to build my air spire.
Ooh. I'm going to follow that build, and I'm going to pay 4 of each, and I'm going to upgrade to my 2nd level capital city.
Ah, that
Stands a little taller above the.
great. Making sure we're not having any technical difficulties, folks. So bear with us just a moment.
We all love those Twitch advertisements. Cool. Okay. Let's see. So then I'm going to. So I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Wish.
All sorts of casting spells.
The elves.
That's great.
So I can spend 4 mana and gain 2 VP.
That's a combat spell.
Oh.
I know. Now to be very weary of combating you with that in hand. So minus your VP back there. 2 VP, right? That you gave yourself for that one? Instead of casting, what are you getting?
I want a new spell. Going to.
In research. Be a perfect time to.
Good options here. Okay.
Okay. Alright, so that's the end of the round. So go ahead and turn your action bar. There things in your resources, which my planes over on that continent will not collect any. Mountain collect me. Maxed out on food. So food this.
Good food.
Okay, so
All right.
Yours. You get a new spell.
Okay, I like spells. And I get to place Nomad. We'll just surround you.
Alright. I'll take that.
Okay. My action. I'm going to build. And I'm going to pay 3 ore, and I'm going to build my air spire.
Follow that build. Spend 2 mana, 2 food. Bring in my griffin.
Yeah.
I'm going to tax and take 4 mana.
To tax, and I'm going to take 3 food.
Okay. I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly my griffin. 1, 2, 3 to the region with Tugsy. I'm going to go ahead and board it.
Okay. All right.
My level 1 griffin collects 2 ore if it's in a mountains region.
I like that.
Tears at the rock.
It's at the rock at. Okay, so that's the last action.
Okay.
Getting all that mana.
I'm still not going to collect any resources from those planes, unfortunately. But from the here, I'll collect 3 food. From across the way, I'll collect 4. Put that minus on your mana.
Yep, and I've been minusing it.
Then I will take the first player token. New spell.
Okay. Wow.
World over there, don't you?
I do.
Left call. Okay, I'm just going to discard that one. All right, so start off. I'm gonna recruit. Spend 3 food, 2 mana. Hire Uvelin Goldborn, Priestess.
Okay.
Her level 1 ability is that when marching any army, you may place the Priestess into that army. Amazing support unit. And I have to place a Nomad.
Yes.
Which I will choose to place him this time. The desert.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to cast. And I'm going to cast Transform. I'll pay 4 mana, gain 2 VP, and I may move 1 unit up to 4 movement. If this results in a battle, they gain plus 4 War Strength. So I'll move him 1, 2 essentially. So I moved him up to 4, so he's a total of 6. So he'll be able to.
You can totally kill that guy.
And off that guy. And I will gain a
Right.
VP for that as well.
Yes, you will. And you came good on your promise to help me kill the nomads.
I did. The elves are good people. Oh, and I found a portal. Look at that.
Now you can just get back home.
Yep, I'm running out of it. That's what this hasn't does. Because this is extremely intimidating.
Just a little bit.
I traded my assassin for a nomad.
Right? 'Cause do I come in now and murder that guy? I'm debating. What's his abilities right now? Because you're level 2.
Yeah, so at level 2, if he has marched twice, I may move another enemy hero up to 1 movement.
So you can lure me out.
And
I see.
if I can get to that level 3rd ability.
I see. Trixie.
Not playing. My spells are tricky.
Well, let me just casually look at my tactic cards. Let me just pretend I've got something devious in mind. Okay. Looked at them long enough. I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly my Griffin. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. We'll give you a VP for starting the war.
Thanks. VP. So I'm coming in with a total war strength of 4 for Tugsy, 2 for the Griffin, and 1 for the Serf. I'm calling them peons, but they're serfs. It's going to take just a slight amount of adjusting to. So I'm coming in with a war strength of 8. No,
7.
7.
Yep, and I got 3. Let's see here.
Decided on mine. Just don't look at this.
I won't.
Taking our land back.
Yes, they are.
So it seems the chat window is closed, or just maybe it's just wiped from
the refresh. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Right. Yeah.
Sieging.
I'll fight you.
Okay. Save those resources.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was.
I'll spend my 4, so I'll be down to 3 now. I'll gain 2 more VP. Trying to keep up with you. You're running away with that VP game again.
Elves. Okay, so I have to lose 2 war strength, so I'll lose my warrior, but I will get my. And I'm actually gonna have him retreat to. He's coming back to the old courtyard.
All right, men. Cleared them out.
Okay, let's do take a recruit action. Okay. I'm gonna spend 3. Get 2 peons.
Nice.
Yeah, let's just get that bone.
That's good. Okay. I cannot follow because I've already taken recruits, so then that will end the round.
So he gets nothing. This now gets back to 4.
My tower over there is getting me 3 ore. This mountain. This plains is 3 food. You're getting the first player token.
Thank you.
And a spell.
Yeah, I'll just keep that, and I get to place a nomad.
Privilege of placing a nomad.
I like that. He's gonna get placed into this plains over here. Wait. Yes, this plains.
Okay.
He's going to guard it. Okay. So I was just very happy noticing that my 2nd level Shadows Guild allows me to spend 2 mana to substitute for any other resource type.
You're just sitting on all the mana that God could possibly send down from the skies.
Oh, he gave me it all. Okay. So then, in that instant, I like this.
For you.
Thank you. I'm going to tax.
Okay.
Get myself 4 food.
Attacks. All of that. I'll give myself 3 mana.
Okay.
I'm going to build, and I'm going to spend 4 of each.
Woo!
I'm going to erect the 2nd level of my capital city.
I'm gonna follow that build.
Now just kind of an update. My priestess at level 2, now when marching, instead, you may move any units from regions adjacent to the priestess into her region. My level 2 Tugsy is +2 if battling an army with 3 or more units. And my level 2 Griffin, oh, I didn't get my 2 ore for the Griffin being in. Take that now. Is if you lose the Griffin in battle, all other units may retreat at no cost. And now my towers and regions adjacent to those towers gain +1 when defending. And now warriors can be treated like serfs if they're in mountain regions.
Following that build, I'm gonna spend 2 ore and 2 mana to get that 3rd ore. I'm going to build
Nice. Trixie.
Mana Tower. And then I'm going to fruit. I'm going to spend 3 food and 2 mana, and I'm going to recruit Sorceress.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so Sorceress at level 1, I gain 1 mana when collecting resources if she's not in my courtyard. And at level 2, when she attacks before tactics cards are revealed, I may pay 3 mana to kill a peon or warrior in the enemy's army. Those fireballs.
Pretty sweet. Yeah. Okay. Tough decisions.
We'll take it on all these.
Single-handedly, he's gonna assassinate those nomads.
You need some help.
I'm going to take a march action. I'm going to march 1 peon from these plains. 1, 2 into this forest, and I'm going to bring Uthlin with him. Ooh, and I found a rogue, so I will pay that ore. Oh, look at this one. All right. Very interesting things.
Very interesting.
Okay. That's
it. End
of the round.
Right.
Go ahead and gather resources. Now I'm going to get 2 mana.
I'll just get that 4 mana again.
1, 2, 3, 4 ore. Some more ore from there, so I max out on my ore. From these plains.
More ore.
More ore. I'm going to get 2 food. Okay. I will take the first player token.
Yep.
Spells.
Thank you.
I get to keep a second spell this time around. That's pretty cool. Then I get to place a Nomad. Place this little Nomad. Right in this forest here.
Okay, so nomads are the war strength of 5.
6.
6.
Holy smoke.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm starting us off. I'm going to take a fly action. Fly my old trusty griffin and just amazing air army here. 1, 2, 3, 4 into this forest. I'm going to take out that nomad because I have a war strength of 7.
He's gone. And you got a mana for that.
Thanks.
And I did give you your VP. Okay.
See, we're not really fighting each other, we're helping each other.
Yes, the nomads make that. You gonna put any mustard on that?
Oh. No. For ketchup. So I'll wait.
Okay. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast teleport. I'm going to pay 5 mana. Is that what I want to do? I'm going to pay 4 mana. I'm going to teleport my sorceress and my peon. I'm going to
Just asking for it, man. I want that village.
Then I am going to.
Village will be mine.
I'll get my 2 points for casting teleport there. No, that's.
I'm going to select build. I need to start spending freaking ore. See, how far away is that forest region? Is there a shorter way to the forest than 6?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You're taking.
1,
I'm taking
2.
that way. Okay. 2. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Totally right. In which I will spend 4 because I get -1 when building. I'll spend 4. I will drop a tower in that region.
Okay.
And I'll take a VP for dropping that.
There you go. I'll follow that build action. Mine is 1, 2, 3 spaces away, so I'll need to spend 6 mana to generate 3 ore. Alright.
A good move.
Then to March.
You took that VP?
But I'm gonna choose to march. And march 1. And I can move up to 6 because he's moving alone. 2. He gets eaten by a monster by himself, and that would just. It hasn't revealed yet.
But he just retreats. They don't consume you completely. They nibble on you and then you run home.
Ah, my toes. Ah, bread. Okay.
Alright. Found yourself a food.
Yes, we are playing with the minis.
Give yourself that food?
I gave myself that food.
Okay, great.
Then I'm gonna muster. We'll just let life be.
Alright, so that's the end of the round.
Okay.
Gather. 2 mana.
Hey. Wow. That's nice.
Okay. 2 food. If you can't guess what I'm gonna do. So there's that for you. And
Okay.
take a spell
Thank you,
and
thank
place
you.
a nomad, please.
I'll place a nomad. I'll place a nomad here. Taking over that continent.
Nomads are back up to 6 strength.
Okay. Ooh. I get to go first? That. Hmm. Gonna pay 2 food. I'm gonna recruit myself warrior.
Okay.
I'll get a little protection plan on.
There you go. There you go.
Need the protection plan.
Okay, so I'll follow that recruit. Okay. 2 food and warriors.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay, and I'm going to select build. I will pay 7 of each.
Whoa, guys.
And I will construct 3rd tier my capital city.
Give us a rundown of those hero abilities.
So now my Cannoneer, Tugsy Wararm, is getting plus 2 VP, or gains 2 VP if he defeats a vessel.
Nice.
The Priestess now gains 2 VP if she wins a battle in which she used her little level 1 or 2 ability where she can kind of move around.
Oh, cool.
And then my level 3 Griffin has plus 2 strength if a hero is aboard. My level 3 Monastery is for each mountain region I control, I gain a VP at the end of the game. And my level 3 Blacksmith is if I destroy a tower, I can immediately replace it with one of my own at no cost.
Okay. Right. March. March 1. Yeah. March. These guys just. Capital city here, and this is fort.
Okay. Mustard on that?
want to, but I don't want to make enemies. Alright, I'm gonna muster march. I'm gonna march this guy into here.
Okay.
So I'll get a VP. I'm coming in with 3. Do you have any spells to cast? Okay.
Choosing not to cast them. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Alright.
Fight.
For strike, I'll spend 4 mana. I'll gain 2 VP.
Okay.
He did a lot though.
My supply.
I got a little. At the last second, I noticed that you could have conscripted in and got me, and so I had to do that. I forgot about the old 1-2. 1-2 punch.
Okay.
Trying to fight me back.
You may have just made an enemy out of me after all.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly. 1, 2, 3. I'm coming after your assassin.
Okay.
Don't know what he's gonna potentially do with those. It's gonna happen. Did you get a VP?
I did.
You gonna cast any spells?
Um.
I'm coming in with a war strength of 9 at this point.
9.
I got +2 from my Griffin, plus another 2 from his level 3 ability since I have Tugsy on board. So 4 from the Griffin, 4 from Tugsy, 1 from the Peasant. Surf.
Boy.
Got
2.
2 with special
No,
abilities?
nothing. Nada mucho. Except his double blade.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Conscript.
Okay.
Hold in the warrior.
Okay.
So I'll gain a VP for that, and I'll spend the food.
There you go. Assassin's back. Apply. Okay.
And I'm going to muster. Well. I'm going to muster march this beyond into this plane. Uvalin. There. Mustering into those planes.
Yep.
Alright, that's the end of it. Okay, so this guy will go back. Set. And yeah, those guys are messing with my tower over there, so I get 3 less resources for that. So I actually don't get any resources for the mana tower over there. Over here I get 1 less as well. I'm actually going to gain 1 mana from that forest. This forest is going to gain me 1 mana.
Yep.
This plains is going to gain that.
Alright.
I will take the first player token.
Spell.
New spell, and I'll place a Nomad. And I get to keep this spell.
That's
So
great.
that's good. Do that. Then the Nomad, I will place here in the mountain. I think. Right there.
I like that.
Okay. I will start us off.
Considering some spells, are you? Like that. 3 spells is a lot.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Rift.
Okay.
Spend 3 mana. I'll flip over 2 tokens and reveal their effects.
All right.
Which.
Or
So I get a
mana.
mana back.
Yeah.
But from that rift, I gained 1 VP.
Yep.
I'm going to muster. Got 4 mana there.
I got 4 mana.
Okay, I'm going to muster Fly. My powerhouse army. Over to her.
Right.
Gain a VP for starting that.
Army's insanity.
Are you casting any spells?
No. You casting it.
Choose not.
Okay.
I'm coming in with a strength of 9.
Okay. I have 3.
Okay.
Okay. Get out of dodge.
Alright, and I conscripted.
Okay. So I'll pay 2 food and I will lose no VP. Get out of dodge.
I'm bringing this peon or this surf over into this point. And I'll gain 1 VP.
Okay. So I'm gonna march.
Gain your reason.
Yeah. Yep.
Wonder why.
I spent it to retreat.
Huh.
I had 2 food, but I spent it to
From
retreat.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm foodless.
That's so good for me. I can take out your power, my monstrosity army here. Come in with Actually, last time I marked 6 warrior up on. Tower, and the tower 4 barricade. I don't know what spells you have in hand. That's kind of the X factor here. I'm going to march this army here, so I'll get a VP for starting that.
Yep.
I'm coming in with 11.
Yeah, I'm defending with 4.
Are you casting any?
No, I'm not. Okay.
Siege.
Fight ya.
Alright. So I'll spend 4. Gain 2 VP.
Actually, still live. Okay, I'll lose my tower.
And then my level 3 ability is that I can drop a tower at no cost in that region. That will trigger the end of the game.
Alright.
My
tower.
You still got you still got one more.
I still got one more.
Alright.
Oh, I got one more.
Alright.
Let's see. I'm gonna.
This guy.
I'm going to axe, and I'm going to get 2 food. Okay.
So then that's the end of the round.
Yeah, I'm crying. Let's see here.
So now we are entering the final round of the game. Get first player token.
Thank you.
And a spell.
All right.
And you can play Nomad.
Get rid of this one. And I'll place a Nomad
And
back
you
here.
collect resources, and I'll collect a whole.
There.
6. My tower is still not collecting any.
Those angry nomads.
Of course, so that maxes me out. My mana. One less because. Okay. Alright, start us off.
Alright.
Did you place that Nomad?
I did. I placed him right here.
Alright.
So technically he would affect you, but this game. Okay, here we go. You guys are scurry. Okay. So I'm going to tax and take 3 food. Okay.
Got a war strength of now. But I think I can still take him. I'm gonna fly. 1, 2, 3. Coming in with 10, so I'll clear him out. I'm going to muster march. This muster march this guy.
Okay.
1, 2.
Okay. Right. I'm going to build. I'm going to spend 7 of each. I'm going to build my 3rd level capital city.
Nice.
Go. I got there.
Very nice.
I got there. Nomads go to heaven.
They do. All nomads go to heaven. Usually, we say that you have left over in the game don't go to heaven, but
They specifically get to go.
they're the one thing. Okay, so I'll march. I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
For an ore and a mana.
Look at that. I'm out of actions.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the end of the game.
Right. Let's see. So I'll start with myself. So I got 10 points from my capital city. I have 1, 2, 3 buildings constructed.
To hire a mercenary to come take out my army.
Did. I was looking at knock over there a little bit. But then I ran out of time. Which is good. I'm thirsty for more. Okay, so sorry. And then
So you got the 10 to 3.
And then warriors, I got one warrior, so I'll get a point for him. I have 1 hero, so I'll get 2 points for that. My tower, I get 2 points. I control 1, 2, 3 regions.
You have no scribe spells.
No scribe spells, no vessels. Yep.
Okay. So I will gain 10 for my tower,
Okay.
3 for my buildings.
Okay.
I have 2 warriors hired, so 2 for them.
Okay.
I have 2 heroes and a vessel, so 6 for that.
Okay.
I have no scribe spells. My region for my towers, I'm going to gain 5, 3 for 8, 2, so 10 for my towers.
Okay.
Putting me at 50 exactly, and then I will gain for region control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
And then for this little village, I'll get 2 more. And then for my level 3 monastery, for each mountain region I control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So 5 more points.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Bam.
Good game.
All right, so there you are, the dwarves.
Yes, versus the elves. Yes, and there was a lot in chat about downtime and stuff. And in a head-to-head game, there's a lot to think on, but we'll definitely do better to try to expound upon what we're thinking.
Yeah, I think it lasted about an. That's a great play time for a 4X.
Board is nice and full.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. That was a 2-player with Nomad's mini expansion.
We are signing off.
I'll see you next time.